Twitch is still flipping stupid. Its ad system makes no sense. I don't know whether it's running ads or not. I know nothing about expert contest, really. Like, I've not watched anyone else play it. Which probably explains half of why I'm bad at it. Or, well, bad at it. I'm, like, compared to my times on, like, SJ expert levels, and these are around the same length, I'm doing significantly better. The problem is my brain's just like, my brain wants me to do well better, and it's just like, no, I'm not quite to the point where I can take less than a couple minutes on an expert room consistently. Like, I can pretty consistently do less than 20 minutes on an expert room. 20 if I'm mind blocked, 10 if I'm not. And I consider 10 to be like, so like, an expert level takes me as long as a astral room, and an expert room takes me long as an intermediate level. Interesting. Just funny analyzing how the numbers work. Oh, this room. Oh, right, that's a reverse. Oh. That's probably a wave dash. I love how the fact that this is supposedly an expert level when it's using a trick I've only seen in expert astral maps. That trick being the walk-off hyper super thingy. I don't know if that feels expert to me, but I actually don't. As, like, in and of itself. Like, I don't know how much Coyote Time fits as an expert idea. Okay, so that is a super. Hello, Jack. How you doing? Okay, this is gonna be hard. Oh. I'm doing good. Still tired. Ugh. I think I understand what younger me a lot more now. Yeah, I didn't just wake up, but oh, I can just salvage it by doing. Don't know how I'm gonna get enough. Oh, I'm not used to this tech anymore. Like, why is it okay, can I please do a basic Dream Hyper? Okay. calling a dream hyper basic is completely inaccurate, but, you know. What games have you been playing? I haven't really been watching people on Twitch. Just 16 minutes, okay. So the epiness is just makes a lot of sense then. Okay, can I please get a hat? Can I please delay my wall bounce enough to actually do that? Oh. How are you functional if you slept like under 3 hours? This is a legit question because I am barely functional and I slept like 7. So I slept more than 7, right? No, I fell asleep around midnight, woke up around, yeah, no, I slept like, well, 7.5. Stay up listening to a song. Ooh, what song? Yeah. It's one of those things I've never gotten about other people. It's like, I've always been like, okay, how are any of you functional at school? Because I'd get 8 hours and I'd be like, I'm really tired. Oh, that's a really good song. I just barely learned about that song. That song's so good. Found it in a really gay, 13th Doctor / Yasmin fanfic. Really good, too. Along with a number of other songs, including, like, Album by Elbow that I still need to actually listen to. Whatever album One Day Like This is from. And, what's the other one? Starlings. I was just like, what are the 2 songs that I've been listening to, that I've listened to recently? I think Let the Rain was from that same one? No, I don't remember. There's a few, like, really old slow songs. Oh, is that the song I chose? I don't remember, because that was a couple weeks ago. It was like a week or 2 ago, and I'm really bad at remembering to talk to people. I've been really distracted reading. How many words must I have read in the last month? Let's see, how many fanfics have I downloaded and thus finished? Because I've been downloading finished fanfics recently. 1, 2, 3, like 50? I've read for a lot, and they're like a lot of them. Some of them are proper novel length, like 100,000 words. Well, glad to see that you like it. Then I had no recollection of sending it to you, which says a lot about my brain. But I remembered sending you music. I didn't remember the specifics. I don't remember. Friendship is such a... up. Okay, can I please? Oh, I was hoping to correct because I forgot that I'm supposed to do a reverse there. Oh! Didn't get corner corrected. Oh, didn't get far enough, apparently. Didn't realize that was a thing. Wait, are there... Why are there spinners that are not visible in... I have no clue what room this is. This... I don't know why I'm doing so poorly. What the hell? Why? I suppose this explains why, of the Spring Collab experts, I wasn't very good at, what's the level? Olden Tower Ruins or something? This is very similar to that. I barely have the patience for this type of stuff. Yeah, like with music, like one of the things with music is I'm really bad about listening to music that doesn't. And as I said, like yesterday, like emotional connection. Usually, it's like a decent percentage of the songs I have on my playlist are a good number of them at least come from reading a fanfic that isn't a songfic, but still has, you know, songs in it, and reading a lot of them, and just doing what I like doing, which is just downloading a lot of them. Okay, need to delay my wall bounces. Wow, this room is so exacting, and it's so flipping long! Like, it's long, and it's expert, so it's just like, okay, well, why am I doing poorly? Nan reads fanfic? I mean, yeah. Let's see, how old is fanfic as a concept? What fandom? Actually, I just realized that I don't know if your grandma's in the same is a boomer like my grandma, which would be the generation of people who read and wrote Star Trek fanfic, which was like the first, like, Sherlock Holmes was the first proper is probably the original fandom, but as I think of it, but Star Trek is the one that spread the various tropes of new stuff. Okay, I was just like, if it's your nan, then possibly read like proper fanzines. Ah! If I'd be just okay, actually, the real issue with this map is that every input is novel. Pan and non-binary people. Ooh. That's the benefit of fanfic. It's so queer. As long as you filter out all the het stuff. Well, actually, technically, usually what I end up doing in most fandoms is filtering out all the... I end up filtering out all the, all the male/male fics, usually. It depends on the fandom, but in a lot of fandoms, that's the most prevalent. Those are like the most prevalent, some of the more prevalent ships, and I just go, no, 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 I don't want to read about that fic. No, no. Actually, I usually filter out all the like a lot of the het ships unless I really like that ship. Though one of my favorite random things with fandom is how it's changed over years. Is now instead of it being like Avatar: The Last Airbender fandom is weird now because it's like, what's the most popular ship now? It's not Zutara, it's Zuko, it's Zuko and Sokka. That's the popular ship now. Which I find absolutely hilarious. It also comes with an increase in popularity of Katara and Toph. I would say that now there's a lot more Zuko and Sokka stuff than there is Zutara stuff. Cruise ships are pretty popular. I mean, yes. True that. No, my favorite has to be the proper shipping ships. Cargo ships. Well, one of my favorite things with cargo ships is you could apparently buy tickets to do like a round trip on a cargo ship. I mean, you don't get any internet or anything, like a lot of niceties. But it is, you know, an isolated cabin. I don't think you realize that I was also not being very serious. I think I could... I'm not great at recognizing sarcasm, but that was pretty clearly not serious, considering you mentioned fanfic and all that, so I assumed you knew about what ship meant, so I'm not gonna just go, like, you're about around my age, younger, so it's like, I would assume you know the relationship is the more default definition, so I just went, okay, must be a joke. Let's run it into the ground anyway. This is why I'm the worst. It's like, do I actually not understand you, or am I just... Sometimes it's legitimately... Piece of crap. Sometimes it's legitimately, I don't understand you. Sometimes it's just me being... Yeah, I think so too. But yeah, like that's, like... That's why I find it funny. It's when people assume that I completely can't understand sarcasm. It's like, no, I can understand sarcasm and such. Now, does that mean that I'm ever going to act like I understand sarcasm when I notice you being sarcastic? No, because I'm a streamer. I enjoy people thinking I'm funny, obviously, or at least thinking I'm entertaining. Like there's a reason, despite all my social netness, I consider this is like the ideal thing for me to do: streaming, YouTube, that type of stuff. main reason I don't use YouTube is because editing sucks. I should. Would be good for the stream, but it's hard to get my brain to. But yeah, no. I think I told someone in the collab I'm in that I don't actively don't get things unless you're being literal. And it's like, no, more accurately, if I don't think, like, I'm gonna assume you mean exactly what you say, or that you're joking, and I'm very hard for me to figure out, like, in-betweens. Despite all, like, my younger self's misguided ideas of what house I would be in. I can't get, I'm bad with social cues, I'm bad with any sort of, like, that, but, you know, such is the nature of being neurodivergent. And anyway, I think I do decently well. Despite how bad I am with novel problems. Okay, why is it that basic Dream Hypers are the worst? Like Dream Hypers should be in the not so bad category of stuff for me. Super Mario Galaxy 2, I think. Mario Galaxy, I was 5. Right, Mario Galaxy was 2007? I mean, I also have, like, so many younger siblings. Don't remember exactly when Mario Galaxy 2 came out. Do you know that I don't know if I was playing it when I was 11. I think I was. Not sure which house we lived in. When I 100% did Mario Galaxy 2. Never 100% did Mario Galaxy, just because 100% requires a little more effort. It's just so unnecessarily ridiculous. Oh, yours... Okay, you're about as old as my little sibling. My oldest little sibling. I would have been... Let's see. 23rd May? Okay, I'd have been 8. Turning 7 later that year. Okay. Okay, a little older than my little sibling, but, you know, in between. I mean, my brain is bad with the passage of time. There's a whole bunch of things. I mean, if you want the silliest fact about me, there's the fact that for a while there, my like, let's just say that I very much have a hard time remembering a picture of myself. Currently, I feel very much so like a younger version of me due to particularly what fandom I'm currently reading a lot of fanfic in. Huh. Born in the wrong time. Ah. Fucking finally! That room should not have taken that long. About a month premature. I was late. By like 2 weeks. No, nearly 3. Yeah, nearly 3 weeks late. I was also huge for a baby. Like 10 pounds, 23.5 inches, something like that. Like, I was already 2 feet, 2 feet tall. So despite the fact that I was 10 pounds, I was skinny. Why? You know, swing some roundabouts. That's... Okay, I assume that... I'm assuming that's rhyming slang, considering I'm just like, wait, what could that be? Years left? About 2, yeah. Well, actually, closer to... I mean, technically, you usually finish your get full height around 20. Depending. I got my full height when I was in, like, sophomore year. Thereabouts. A little early. Just saying, okay. I don't know what it... I'm just like, seems like an unusual phrase. I don't know much about rhyming slang. Don't know if I've absorbed any other than the stuff that's like default English in the United States. Is there are a few rhyming slangs that are just default English in now here. Whereas there's others that aren't. Also, this room is gonna suck because for some reason they decided to go non-linear for this room, which is really silly. Well, not non-linear, but like you can do it in any order, which I find really weird. What? No. Nope, I don't like this. My brain's just like, I spent 20 minutes on the previous screen. I don't spend over 20 minutes on a screen. I don't want to play a level that uses Dream Hypers. I don't like them. Is that a resort level? How bad would this resort level be? It's an Aurora level. I have no clue. As long as you're not above 6'2". Oh God! Oh, it's core mode. God! Nope, nope. Yeah. Also, nope. Nope, no. Not doing a bullet hell. Nope. It's not bullet hell, but it's a level that will be a bullet hell, I assume, considering how it's starting. It's not quite a bullet hell yet. Okay, Boomtown, above Zucchini. This at least is a map where I can trust to not make silly decisions. Are you sure this is the right place, Theo? It's a lot more, well, not like a desert. Yep. This is the place! Ah, Boomtown. I remember like it was yesterday. And I wasn't even here yesterday. Uh-huh. I'm gonna go look at the trunk to find a tent. Feel free to stretch your legs. What in the world is this choice in music? This is not slang. Like, I don't... Why lyrics? Also, this is... Oh! That's an interesting custom asset. Okay. Oh. What? Read it happens fine. Oh, they don't give your dash back. That, I was just like, why is the... Oh. That was the room? Okay. I mean, is this green? I don't know difficulties. Had to. Okay, at least the lyrics aren't super loud. Just, Like, about the only case in which I like lyrics is, oh, I really should play. I think I could... Wait, why do I feel like I'm actually in the mental state where I could handle... Huh. That's interesting. I didn't realize that was the case. Okay. I think I could actually handle playing, Solaris now. Despite, you know, certain aspects of Solaris. Solaris being one of the few proper fanfic ones. Boss music, and they have lyrics? Yeah, lyrics depends. I suppose. Like, I like, choruses, but choruses are different. Like, Sanskrit or Latin. And the reason I say Sanskrit is because I'm thinking of, what is the level? No, what is the game? What is the... No, what's it called? Duel of Fates! Like, Duel of the Fates uses Sanskrit, for its lyrical source. Yeah. Which, you know, this... Oh, I don't... Yeah, I don't like this aesthetic. It's really busy. Huh. The foreground tile set is just really busy. And it's not even that much busy. Huh. Interesting. I wouldn't have expected. Huh. I mean, that's basically what it's intended to. Oh, that might be why I'm having a bad reaction to it. Is I worked at a Mexican restaurant for a little while, and I didn't like it. Still don't like hearing any of the songs I actually listen. I don't listen to any of the songs that they played regularly. The good thing is they had a regular playlist, and so I never actually. So they didn't put me off all music, just a small selection. No, I did not like that job. Everything feels silly, but. But yeah, this is very much so the type of music you'd expect to hear at some sort of Mexican restaurant, be it Cali Mex or Cali Mex proper Mexican. Just how retail workers hate Christmas. Yes, actually. I mean, there's the fact that, like, historically, I was very interested in learning about old holidays. Haven't been interested in that. No! My brain's a fucker. This is one of those things. My brain likes bringing back old interests without consulting me. And now my brain's just like, okay, you know how you were interested in all those, in all, like, the pagan stuff and all that? That's just the best word I can have for it. Go back to it. And it's just like, okay, brain, you're a bitch. I am actually interested in it. It's just like such an annoying thing for me. I say the F word occasionally. Occasionally I get angry enough to say it. Occasionally I just don't. I don't know. It's complicated whether I'll actually say that word or not. Am I supposed to? I don't think I'm supposed to destroy it. What? I don't... I mean, what? 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 Huh? This is the type of room where I'm just like, I'm very glad it's short because it's complete and utter nonsense. Why? That looks like spikes! Why? Like, I know it's meant to indicate that that's gonna go there, but it looks like spikes! Oh, I like I like the 70s funk section of the song. That part's fun. Has this looped? Wait. I feel like this is a different song. Because it feels like we switched to a completely different genre. From... What? What the hell? I don't... I don't understand this gameplay. Okay. Okay, so you can... Okay. I've been much more willing to curse recently. Especially considering, you know, my dad's more often at, like, physical work instead of here. Okay, I think I understand the gameplay now. Oh, non-buffered Spransel. Okay. Hi. Actually, kind of works. Oh, goodness sake. Oh, hell! It's a speed run. Okay. I have to somehow get all the way up to there, where I'm gonna collect the berry. Okay, what even is the starting input? Like, Wait. Oh no. Do I actually have to fall? Yeah, basically. Ah! Okay. Well, that'll suck. And then you have to fall backwards. That is such a weird room. You have to buffer everything. Like, you have to do perfect buffers. This is... Like, this is seriously an expert room? Alright. Ah! Gotta go fast. Yeah. Basically. What? Okay, I need to get over there. Oh! Okay, that's hilarious. That's actually kind of funny. Oh, the TNT looks like pinata. Yep, that is okay, this is obviously a tutorial room. Like, this is pretty clearly, hey, here's the thing you can do. Considering you basically only do that thing. This is a disguised tutorial. Interesting, I like that. Okay. What the hell is this difficulty spike? Okay, this is pretty clearly a much harder room than the rooms up to this point. Don't let that fall. I don't think. Why am I? Okay, this is weird. Oh, how am I gonna time that? Oh, I'm already dead. Don't know why I save stated. After the input, during the input, instead of after it. I don't remember pressing that button. Okay, and then we turn around, reverse wave dash, up dash. Okay. Okay, I really like this reuse of the same block, like, 3 or 4 times. Like, that's one of those little details that I really like in a map. Okay, not gonna work if I do that. Not gonna work if I do that. What? How? Twitch! You're stupid. Besides that, I thought I got rid of most disallowed terms. Like, outside of the obvious. But yes, hello Essen, how are you doing? Yeah, this map is probably one of my, like, it's not my favorite aesthetic-wise, far from it, thus far, but it's certainly one of the better ones gameplay-wise, just because it actually makes a nod to readability by not throwing you in the deep end when it comes to its custom mechanic. Like, every other map with a custom mechanic I've played thus far in this contest has, for some reason, thought it was a good idea to throw you right in the deep end. Despite the fact that it's expert. It's like, it's expert. You can't expect people to figure, like, yeah, like, at an Astral level, sure, expecting people to just figure it out is perfectly reasonable, because that's, like, mastery level of the game. Like, proper high level mastery. Or even at Grandmaster, maybe that could be reasonable. But at Expert, it's like, no. Like, I mean, Expert is about as skilled as a casual player is gonna get. By casual, I mean someone who doesn't play that much. Yeah, like, it actually tutorializes stuff. It actually teaches you a mechanic, and then doesn't use any other variations of that mechanic. It doesn't try to make things super complicated by not, like, giving an improper explanation of how to do a flipping reverse grapple boost. Which is one of those things that's just mildly irritating. I mean, that's kind of the thing with a lot of the extra content maps, is that they feel like they have, like, even when they don't have a custom mechanic, they feel like a gimmick map. You know? And the thing with a gimmick map is you can't go straight into the crazy stuff. You can't go straight into that stuff. I think it's pretty obvious what I was trying to say instead, but like, I don't know. Like, a lot of these apps don't tutorialize their mechanic very well. Even if it is just a vanilla variation. Thus far, I think this is probably the best map I've played. And I don't even particularly like its aesthetic. Which is a rarity for me. Like, no matter how much I say I prefer gameplay, I definitely bother with the aesthetic. Which is, you know, stuff like the gameplay and the music. But also, no good gameplay also is important. And it's just like, this is the first one with, an okay aesthetic, but please, okay. Taking a break. Wait, what is this? This is one of those horrible cases of a input that I don't understand. Like, what the hell? I am not... Yeah, no, I need 2 dashes there. Oh, I think I know exactly what you're supposed to do. Okay. See, I think I need to land on top of that like that. Oh, but what the... I have no understanding of this. Ah! This is so weird. I don't... Okay. What? I love the fact that the map just went completely ridiculous here. Oh, I can just down right, okay. Okay. I do not. What the heck is this? Oh, there is a way up. Okay, I was just like, why is there all this? Okay, there is a way up. Let's assume that there is a spawn point there. Okay. Did want to make sure I knew that. So This is so weird. My brain's thinking, which is on like stories and like disruptions to the status quo. Don't know why my brain well, actually I think I know exactly why my brain, considering how many AUs I've been reading. But like in a story, one of the things I've heard of as a don't do is don't time skip. Don't move the... Don't... Because... The problem with time skips is it inadvertently disrupts the status quo. So pretty much the only okay time skips are ones that don't, basically. Don't or disrupt the status quo in such a way that it actually creates interesting problems and doesn't get rid of the point of the status quo. Like, for example, the large part of why people didn't like The Last Jedi. No, I think there are better reasons to dislike that movie. But, you know. There are reasons to dislike that movie, so. Like, I think. Between the 3 sequels, it's the one that's the most interesting. Like, the last, like, Rise of Skywalker is almost so bad it's good with how bad it is. Like, which is why it's not which is why I don't put it in the same category. I'm waiting too long on that dash. Okay. Ah! I was hoping. The problem with this is the problem with using pre-existing songs, because they often don't loop near as well. Wow, that was fast. Didn't realize that... Oh, was it because I was holding grab still when I hit the thing? Wait, are these affected by dash attack? I mean, I suppose it makes sense. It's just like... Finally, okay. Oh, didn't jump early enough. Okay. Yeah. Time skips. That's why handling a time skip is odd. The safest time skip you can do is establish what they're doing in the time skip, or like establish a status quo, then time skip, then examine how the status quo developed from that point. Like, oh, this character is doing politics. It's starting to learn basic baby politics. Skip, do time skip. Here's them doing more advanced stuff. This person's learning basic powers, and you don't expect to is learning like the basics, and you don't want the story to be about that part. Time skip. Like, the best time skip is like, it's basically says, okay, there are a bunch of adventurers. Okay, so assume that they kept adventuring between movie 1 and movie 2. They're friends. Assume that they stayed friends. They're enemies. Like, unless the disruption of the status quo is permanent. And yes, I do mean that. Unless the disruption to the status quo is permanent. Like, there's no point in disrupting the status quo. Which is part of why the change to Luke is not very interesting, because it's just like, it's a rehash of an old plot. It would have been more interesting if instead of Luke, it was some other character in Star Wars. Just, like, give them a reason to have that change, and, you know. I'm not going fast enough on the first dash. Why did I... Should have upright diagonal. Okay, don't think I'm gonna be neutraling around that anytime soon. So there, yeah, there's... Ah! Like, this map is really good. This screen is a decent bit harder than, like, or actually more accurately, I'm mind blocking some of these inputs because they're so weird. Like, that's weird. Like, it's just a... Yeah, this collab does... This contest has the benefit of doing more weird stuff. Which I really like. I like that about... Like, I like that about this. Finally. Yeah. That should not have taken near... Wait, what am I supposed to do here? I don't think this is correct. Okay, really? I'm definitely not doing this correctly. Really? Okay, my strat actually works. Okay, nope, we're doing it this way. I was expecting this to not be even close to correct, which I don't even think it is correct, considering how input dense it is. I got, like, that close to the end first try. Okay, my strat's actually a little easier than I expected. Then... It's intense. What the hell? I suppose it makes sense, but also that room took... That room's definitely harder than this room, I think. Like, mechanic-wise. Oh, okay. Wait, why do I need to break that? I suppose that is the truth, that it's a lot simpler. Why did the room structure, why did the average room structure completely change? Like, I get having a different room structure for one of the what appears to be what I think is like the final, or... Oh, what? Oh, I didn't realize what type of room this was. Oh. I actually did the room correctly? There's more, of course there's more. Of course it's not just that. Well, at the very least, I can... Oh, that wasn't actually that hard. Okay. Nope. This is the weirdest room. Okay, that's a one-time use. What? It's like it's not that. What? Like it's not that hard to read. I don't. Like that's like the only solution I can see it doing. Like I don't see anything else that you can do. Like I know I'm decent at reading maps, but no. It's not even like they had any red herrings or anything. It's just like there's one solution. Sorry, I'm putting myself down a little bit. I shouldn't be. I'm doing pretty well. I'm much better at reading rooms. Like I'm not quite can read a proper reading puzzle, but nah. This map actually introduced me to the concepts, and now I'm like, okay. Oh, yeah. I figured out pretty quickly that you weren't meant to, considering it doesn't do anything. Like, what does it do? It's a pretty good red herring, to be honest. I think I would have gotten stuck on it if I was a lot more if I was more tired than I am. Like if I was more tired or something, I might have, but the best part of it is I've seen people solve similar problems. And my definition of a similar problem is, like that's one of the reasons I say that I'm bad at puzzles. I cannot, for the life of me, solve a novel puzzle. But a non-novel puzzle? Why? A non-novel puzzle is not that hard. By novel, I mean, doesn't... like, puzzles with unfamiliar rule sets and such, which is why, like, a lot of, like, SSC2 medium is an issue for me, because it's just, like, they don't teach you how to read the rooms, which is, like, one of the things I can think is, like, baseline for anything lower than, like, Astral and GM, I think you can get away with not teaching you how to read unless it's like a proper routing puzzle like World Abyss. Like you don't need to teach people how to teach people stuff in at that difficulty because you're expecting them to be masters of the game. You know? Like it's part of why I like Crystal Garden. Like if Crystal Garden was as hard to read but expert difficulty, I'd consider. And if like Crystal Garden Room 2 was Room 2 of and was expert level but just as hard to read, I'd think it would be bad. I think it was bad design. It's still bad design considering the mapper forgot how it was meant to be solved. That's more due to, but that's a different thing. Aww. It's part of why, that's one of the issues with me with puzzles, is like, all puzzles feel like part of why I'm not a puzzle person is just because I'm like, the puzzle is either ridiculously hard because I've never seen a puzzle like it, or ridiculously easy because I've seen puzzle I've done that puzzle, except different. It's why I like Sudoku. It's like Sudoku is like, my brain just feels like I'm doing brute force mostly. Even when I'm doing like more complicated techniques, it just feels like, okay. Which feels odd. Part of why I haven't done a Sudoku in a while is that feeling of, well, I don't, it's like, it's the same puzzle every time. I suppose that's why, like, people like puzzle games, because puzzle games usually change things up regularly, mix in harder and easier stuff, do other things to make sure that you're never bored, but, like, I don't know, my brain just is like, part of why I prefer mechanical skill-based games, because mechanical skill feels like I'm actually doing something, which I find absolutely hilarious, because I know people who think the opposite, where it's like mechanical skill feels like not doing nothing, and whereas, but it's just like, for me, mechanical skill feels like, okay, I'm doing something. The other one, it just feels like, okay, I understand this set of rules. Good for me. Like that, like, there are some puzzles or things that I consider puzzling that I actually find kinda interesting. Like, you know. Talking to people feels like a puzzle at times. But yeah, this room reminds me a lot of a room in World Abyss, actually. It's the room where you have to ignore like a middle section to go back down later. It's large part of why I don't do puzzles is because I don't know. I'd probably enjoy a puzzle game. Like, Baba's You actually seems kinda interesting. The other thing with mechanical skill-based games and puzzle skill / conceptual difficulty-based games, because those are two different things. Some games it's a puzzle, like, not all games that have conceptual difficulty are puzzle games. There's a bad habit in the Celeste community in calling all levels that have any amount of routing difficulty a puzzle level. It's like, a routing puzzle is a very particular type of level, where the routing is unclear, but in a way that can be readable, like World Abyss. Like Summit is just purely knowledge checks. It's just like, hey, do you know how to do this tech? If so, great, you can do this. Probably why World Abyss is one of the more interesting SJ maps. Along with Summit, it's like they both fulfill that making you feel clever, which is, you know, a feeling I like. There's also a thing with, like, with me with creativity. I've become firmly of a in-the-box creative. Along the lines of, I think the best way to do creative stuff is build a box and figure out what you can do within that box. Basically, give yourself a whole bunch of limitations. Much more interesting than anything else, to be honest. It's just like, okay. It's why like when I map, I don't go for like the most like I don't go for novel rooms. I go for rooms that are mechanically interesting and mechanic side, because I don't know, conceptual difficulty is one-time fun as well, and it's just not something I'm especially. What is this? Okay, I just. I need to make sure I don't go too early, because I want to actually be able to dash right wall bounce. My goal is to get past the wall bounce before I save state. Oh, is that? No, you don't get to. No, you don't get to do that to me. Hopefully the music comes back. This is an interesting ending. I assume safe, but unsafe. No. No. This isn't. No. You don't get to make the no! The level doesn't get to be longer! No! This isn't a standalone! Ah! Of course there's a checkpoint too. Of course there's a checkpoint too. I'm filled with day, I'm filled with. Okay, good. How many more route? God damn it! What? The map is effectively okay. Which room is the heart room? Wait, what the heck? There's like 3 checkpoints. I like this map. I need to watch someone else play this. Because I don't want to... Because I've been enjoying actually solving the puzzles myself for once. What? 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 Oh, God. Okay, so it's okay. An hour for a normal length expert map is pretty good. The fact that this is standalone length is silly, but an hour for an expert map is pretty good. What am I? I'd have to do like a C-pop or something. Okay, what? Okay, I struggle to understand. Oh God, there's more. How? Okay, I'm having a hard time thinking because I just don't get it. Okay, no, I'm doing worse. Okay, I don't. Okay, I'm trying to understand a single thing about this, like... Okay, so there's no way I don't think that's a feasible... So the question is, what do you do from here then? I don't see any platforms. I'm sorely tempted to believe that they accidentally made this impossible. Okay, no, I'm just going to assume that it's not possible. I didn't even mean to press that button! What? Yeah, okay. One... R. Okay, well, I don't understand the second half of that map. These are some weird maps, aren't they? Under pressure. Oh, I don't like this music. Oh, I don't like that mechanic either. Nope, no, I don't like those. I do not like those. I don't dislike... In that environment, I don't think it's quite to I hate it level of not liking those, but... Nah. Right, there's a hard side. Or a heart gate, at least. I think I've encountered quite a few of these maps. Right, Serenity Jellyland had the level... Okay. This is an issue. My brain doesn't understand enough of these maps. Okay, these ones at least actually make sense to be difficult then. Oh, nope, okay, this music makes me just want to play this. What the hell is this bullcrap gameplay, though? How is this even conceived of as being expert at any point? Oh, okay, corner jump. Okay, I see that corner jump. Is that some sort of corner kick? Oh, okay. Okay, this is actually... I like this gameplay, though. Like, I love Dash. I like Dash's gameplay. But... what the hell is this? Why would anyone... Why would someone participating in an expert contest think that this is a reasonable gameplay for expert? I love the fact that it has a setup spiked corner jump. Like, this is difficulty that I can get behind, actually. I like mechanical difficulty, as you can tell. Oh, this one, okay, this one shouldn't be too hard then. This kind of feels like I have no clue what difficulty this is, but this is certainly not expert. This is definitely GM, or I don't know, I don't think any of the maps are gonna I doubt that any of the maps that went in an expert contest are gonna push Astral, but considering I've met people who've accidentally made Astral maps before, that's not that hard. Oh, this is gonna be fun, isn't it? Yeah! This is definitely a lot more my skill set than the rest of expert contest. Okay, that's a 2x1. Okay, so I need wall boost? Okay. Oh, I actually really like this map. This map is so my skill set. This is easier. Okay, this is where it becomes very clear by his third mechanical difficulty. It feels a lot like a startup contest, where it's like the hard ones aren't even that much harder than the easy ones. Like, in my opinion of startup contests, like Midway contest, I definitely agree that, oh, okay, that's moon cycle dependent, okay. Da 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 da. I actually, this is so good. This is so good. Yeah, yes, calling that room was not hard. Oh, why would you introduce Mr. Oshiro? Okay, then I have to do a climb jump. do not understand this, but oh, I like this. Like, this is definitely GM, but this is definitely my jam. Okay. Oh. Da 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 da. Okay, I can stand on top of there. That's useful information to know. God, this is weird gameplay. Alright. I'll be back in just a bit. I just need to eat food. I don't remember what we ate for dinner yesterday. Oh, I didn't notice the enjoy food. Donka. Had some leftover, I think it's main style, clam chowder. The cream-based version. Cream, potatoes, and clams. With seasonings, herbs, and other stuff. Obviously, but... but... I need a... This is gonna... I think this room is gonna suck. I might actually quit on this room just because... Well, if this room doesn't feel like it's that hard... The problem with this room... It's the fact that every little thing I do different will cause significant differences to the end result of this room. Yeah, this is certainly gameplay. Yeah, I mean, this is like, what, high GM? This is what? High GM. I don't know how this was ever considered for expert content. Okay, so that corner jump is actually probably worth it. Okay. God. Okay, does the room afterwards have Oshiro? No. Okay, good. I was just like, if there's Oshiro for every room after this point. Yeah. Yeah. I need to land on Oshiro at the start. And then I need to... mean, not every room has Battle Nashiro. Every room has Battlein. Well, room 1 I don't think has Battlein. And then I have to do that. Then I have to get around, land on that, land on that. No, I have to grab that one, 5 jump. Then I have to dash up, land on the Shiro, dash right, go, get to there, land, dash down to land on top of there. Upright, upright, grab, after hitting the button. Fall down, do a really precise corner jump so that I recollect the dash crystal, fall down, dash right, dash up right. The corner jump is not the only solution, I'm fairly certain. It is the solution, though, that I found during save states. Which basically says, I don't know. Like, I assume something like... hit the spring, hit Oshiro, wall bounce? That looks like a wall bounce. Yeah, that feels right. Like, you're supposed to do that. I think so? No, I don't know. I don't know. I don't think so? Just because of that spinner there? I don't think you can do a door skip. I would like to be able to do a door skip, so I'm gonna try this save state run. This room's... Ah! This room is pain. Just because it's just... hard to be... You have to be... This is actually very CMGB in a way. In that slight changes in what you do significantly affect how the obstacles affect you. Like, you make the slightest change in movement, and all of a sudden, you went from it being possible to not being possible. I'm not gonna be able to do that. I should have right dashed. Oh, you can! Yep, you can go under the door. Okay, that simplifies things a lot. Because then you don't have to do an oh! I think you only have to do 3 Oshiro hits. Okay, that simplifies things significantly. Okay. Getting that full height jump there. Getting on top of Oshiro on this side is hard, but... Oshiro! Land on top! Let me land on... Oshiro! 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 Don't dash early. Wait till you're on top. Wait until you get lift boosted off the top. Oh, it is. This is this is one of the 5 levels in this pack that were labeled not expert. I find this a lot. The thing is, this is more interesting to me than almost all the expert maps I've played. This feels like, oh, okay, this is actually really fun. Part of it is that me doing poorly doesn't feel like a problem. It's just, I like this a lot. This is just some good gameplay. Helps that it's purely mechanical skill based. Which I'm not one for conceptual difficulty. Like, let's see. Mechanical versus conceptual be the difference between playing like a old Final Fantasy versus a old Dark Souls. One of those is purely thinky. Like, there's random chance, but it's purely thinking. Whereas, like, a Souls is pure mechanical skill. Purely just in, like, yeah, there's things that help, but there are elements of a conceptual difficulty in Souls-likes. I mean, there's reason there's effectively multiple classes and leveling and such. So it's not pure skill like Celeste, but it's, I don't know if a combat game would be interesting if it was purely pure skill. Yeah, that's why I like this, because I can just... It just feels a lot more like I could turn off my brain than most gameplay. It's just like, does it matter if I succeed or not? No. Because I'm doing stuff that's really difficult. Whereas, like, the expert stuff, it just feels like, I should be good at this. Getting that jump there is going to be painful. I should probably be pressing jump when I land on Oshiro, I suppose. I don't know. It's hard to explain why I have that feeling of, like, that preference for... I actually do have an explanation, it's just not what I'm going to share on stream. And by I do have an explanation, I mean, I just realized one. Like, this feels like that's the thing with, like, this is like, I'd much rather struggle because I'm playing something hard than struggle because I don't know why I'm failing. Like, if I can understand why I'm failing, then failure isn't as big of a deal. That fall's a little bit of a pain. I suppose this is why I've been playing levels that push my skill for a while. See me playing the D-sides as my second mod pack. My second map pack. Like, I don't think people would normally think D-sides as appropriate for someone who has just... I don't know if I'd be in Farewell by the time I started 1D. Oh, this is hard. So I'm trying to understand why I'm failing. Yeah, that gap is like... Is that pixel perfect? Is that 8 pixels? I don't know where my cursor is. Cursor! Please. I have no clue where it is. There it is. 1, 2... Can't count there. Whatever, I can't count. My brain can't reference to count. I want to actually land on Oshiro. Part of it is also like I've been on the screen for over 10 minutes. The difference is, unlike the expert maps in this contest, I actually feel like 10 minutes on this screen is perfectly reasonable. Getting to the second Oshiro hit is... because you have to time it perfectly. Okay, that's what you do. Okay. I suppose, and the other thing is, I'm far too used to the conceptual difficulty of harder levels, not the conceptual difficulty of lower difficulty levels. Like, this still has some conceptual difficulty, because it's like, why is my timing completely off? My brain is still a little restless. Which means that it's really hard to do a grindy level. No matter how much it feels nice to do it. Yeah, I'm weird, I think. I love the shading on all of the background details. Oh, my brain's tired. Okay. I'm gonna go raid someone. Turn off my brain a little bit. I really wish someone was playing decked out right now. You know what, let's raid Rick Fresnel, who's doing expert contests, and say good luck. Didn't beat anything today, but I did make progress on a bunch of levels, so that's pretty good. Bye, Jack. Have a good rest of your day.